special Labor Day savings on top name electronics, you can take your home, backyard, or tailgate to an all-new level. Choose from top name TVs like Sony, LG, and Samsung, including Samsung's popular frame TV that blends seamlessly into your decor. Experience game day throughout your entire home with a new audio system from Sonos, now with special Labor Day bundle savings. Transform your game day this Labor Day with the experts at Schaefer's.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation right now at appliedconnective.com.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
It's hard to choose a favorite at Hog Wild, but I'd have to say it's their award-winning ribs. Hog Wild buys their meat from those who share their high-quality standards, then hand rubs each slab with their famous seasoning blend and slow smokes them over hickory each and every day for flavor and tenderness you're gonna keep coming back for. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
What's it take to be a mentor with big brothers, big sisters? It takes 30 minutes and a cup of coffee. A video game, that's 2 out of 3. It takes sharing thumbs up emojis, clapping emojis, and loaded nachos at halftime. That's how you make an impact on a young kid's life. So go on, share a few hours a month, because mentorship may sound huge, but the truth is, it takes little to be big.
To learn more, volunteer or donate, go to bbbslincoln.org.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in August. Try their chocolate chip banana bread muffins for a great summer breakfast or enjoy a bagel with pesto cream cheese. Don't forget the Joe Card membership. Unlimited drip coffee for just $8.95 per person per month. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
It's time for a home technology makeover. And with special Labor Day savings on top name electronics, you can take your home, backyard, or tailgate to an all-new level. Choose from top name TVs like Sony, LG, and Samsung, including Samsung's popular frame TV that blends seamlessly into your decor. Experience game day throughout your entire home with a new audio system from Sonos, now with special Labor Day bundle savings. Transform your game day this Labor Day with the experts at Schaefer's.
Have you ever gotten a car deal so good that you can brag about for decades? This is that deal. The government has given us a $4,000 instant credit on vehicles already at the historically lowest prices. Cars that were over $50,000 just 2 years ago are now selling below $20,000. See the deals here and drive away the car of your dreams at a price you never thought possible. Go to 4000off.com, 400off.com to learn more.
Welcome to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, it is Thursday. AG, what's up? Nick, what?
Rafferty's. It is Friday.
Friday, bro. Friday. Hey, you were confident too. Like, it's Thursday, bro.
I almost didn't correct him, but
you know what?
I got you. I'm sorry, Nick. I had to take that from you.
You know what? AG and Nick, I was just making sure you guys run your toes, man.
Really? Okay.
Just make sure you're toes.
Yeah.
No problem.
You know what? Man. Everybody's going like, really? It's Thursday?
Yeah. I was like, we gonna repeat a day? It's the national repeat day.
And I was thinking about football, man. I don't know why I was thinking football and Thursday night football. It's not Thursday, folks. It is Friday. It's a beautiful Friday. Man. It is August 23rd, Friday at 8:25 a.m. We are holding it down here at the mothership. Nicholas, stop laughing at me.
Oh, you ain't gonna get the end of it.
I said it with conviction too, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Yeah, you said it with your chest. You said it with your chest.
I was proud. You were confident. You know, you got so much energy on this Friday morning.
I said it with my chest on this Thursday morning. It is Friday, folks. AG, what's the temperature down there, man?
We got same as yesterday, 81 and clear in the Houston area.
81 and clear. I got 65 degrees right now. Nick, what do you got?
Yeah, I see 65.
I got 65 degrees.
We're in the same spot.
Oh, yeah. Y'all like two feet
I will say the thermostat says 68, so it might be 65 outside, but it's 68 in the studio.
You need to go back to sleep and get like an hour in.
It is a balmy 65 degrees here in Lincoln, Nebraska, the capital city. AG, interesting news, y'all. Okay, I got to get you some interesting news.
I got something too. So
I want to know. Tell me, Nick.
Okay, so I don't know how much you guys pay attention to the CFL.
A little bit.
So the CFL had a game last night between the Toronto Argonauts and the Saskatchewan Roughriders.
Okay.
Do you guys know what the Rouge is in CFL, Canadian Football League? Do we know what a Rouge is?
I have an idea.
Okay,
I've heard of it before. I've heard of it before.
What's your idea, AG?
Oh, God. I just know this. I just heard of it before. I forgot what exactly it is, but I've heard of it.
So it gives teams an opportunity to score 1 point.
Gotcha.
Rouge is 1 point. Okay. Last night in the game between the Toronto Argonauts and the Saskatchewan Roughriders, there was a walk-off Rouge. And the way that this happened, the way you get a rouge or 1 point is you kick the ball through the end zone, whether it's on a punt, whether it's on a field goal attempt, whether it's on a kickoff. If the other team cannot return it from the back of their end zone, then the kicking team gets 1 point. So last night of the Toronto Argonauts, I'm going to butcher this last name. I'm going to try Liram Hajrulahus.
Huh?
It's Hajrullahu apostrophe.
How do you say it again?
That's a rough one.
Maybe the J is silent. Maybe the J is silent.
Hajrulahus.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Hajrulahus. Anyway, Toronto's kicker. It was tied 19-19 at the end of the game, and with a couple seconds left in regulation. He attempts a 40-yard field goal, misses it left. However, it goes through the back of the end zone. So Toronto got the walk-off rouge because they got awarded 1 point because Saskatchewan was not able to take it out from behind or from the back of the end zone.
So it's called a walk-off rouge.
So the 1 point, the awarded 1 point is called a rouge, R-O-U-G-E, a rouge. And if it was a kickoff, if it was a punt, if it was a field goal attempt, whatever it was, but essentially Toronto missed a field goal attempt to walk off and win the game. They missed it, and they still got rewarded with the win because it went farther than the 40 yards, just through the back of the end zone. It was impossible to be returned, and they win 20-19. They missed the field goal to win it, but still won the game because they got the walk-off rouge.
How do you spell rouge? Is it R-O-U? How do you spell it?
R-O-U-G-E.
G-E.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, I'm looking it up right now, Nick.
So because there's articles out there because
I'm looking at it right now.
I believe it started in 2023. And so it's in year 2 or season 2 of this.
CFL has some wacky rules.
So the CFL Rouge explained defining the 1 point score awarded in the Canadian Football League. It's the Rouge is worth 1 point. It's one of a number of differences between the two professional football leagues. In the CFL, the kicking team is awarded a Rouge if the team either misses a field goal or punts the football, and the receiving team does not get the ball out of their own end zone. Or a team can score a Rouge if the ball goes through the end zone and out of bounds without being touched on a missed field goal or a punt. So Toronto last night, they lined up for the field goal. All they needed to do was either kick it through the end zone and out the back of the end zone to where nobody could touch it, or they needed to make the actual field goal, and they win the game. They missed it left, but they still won the game.
Wow.
Still won the game 20-19.
AG, let me ask you this, AG.
Yes.
Do you think going from the NFL, if you played in the CFL, just far as the rules and all the craziness, would that have been a tough adjustment for you?
No, as I was actually in the Alouettes training camp for about 4 days.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was right after. Yeah, in 2010, I believe, somewhere in 2010. Went up there for basically a cup of coffee, and my hamstring got sore the next day. I had 2-3 days of practice, and my hamstring got sore, where I just missed one practice, and I got treatment on it. It wasn't a tear; it was just a soreness, and they released me because of they have to have a certain amount of Canadian players to American players. That's what I found out later. Yeah. But I had a 2-year deal. So yeah, CFL does a little different. It was a 2-year contract. I had signed it. They signed it, but I still got cut. So I'm like, interesting. But yeah. So, but knowing the rules wasn't going to be hard. The biggest adjustment, obviously, is the length of the field, because the width, I think, is 6 yards wider than the NFL field, and obviously the end zones are way longer. As we're talking about, even though you kick that ball has a good, like, our end zones are only like 10 to maybe 15 yards deep or whatever. CFL is like 35 to 40 yards deep end zones.
Yeah,
the
Canadian football field, the CFL field size is 110 by 65 yards.
Yes,
compared to 100 by 53 and a third.
A third, 53 and a third. Yeah,
widthwise. Yeah, so you're talking about 11 2/3 yards wider,
which makes a difference,
and 10 yards longer.
Makes a big difference. You know, when you do those, when you do suicides or sprints or whatever, you're gonna get your workout in on a Canadian field for sure. And just and then splits, right? Wide receiver splits,
absolutely.
Field goal kicker splits, like where the kicker wants the ball for a field goal.
Yep.
It's night and day difference between
To
NFL field to a CFL field.
To AG's point, the end zones in the CFL 20 yards deep, while in the NFL just 10 yards deep.
Yeah.
We did get a question on the text line. Fresh from Hickman says, so what if it hits the upright and doesn't go out of the back of the end zone? 0 points.
0 points.
So they don't want doinks. They don't want to hit the
0
upright.
points on that.
0 points if it hits the upright and because it doesn't go out the back of the end zone.
Wow. Wow.
So I mean that think about the strategy that you have to have if you're a team and you have to play like, okay, they're going to miss a field goal, or if they're at the 50-yard line, they punt it out the back of the end zone, they're going to get a point. It might put them up by 9. Like there are those types of conversations that are being had, because it's not like the XFL or USFL where there's like a 3-point conversion after a touchdown potential.
Well, and Cool Hand Luke said right here, he almost doinked it.
He did.
I looked at it. He almost did.
And then also, like, I remember, because I grew up watching CFL, staying up late night, or just like, what is going on? I'm like, oh, this is football, but it's up north. So, like, strategy, like you're talking, Nick, is as a special team coach, you got to say, all right, we're gonna have always one guy behind the field goal.
Yeah,
because if it's missed, you could catch it and we could bring that thing out. And I'm gonna tell my linemen and whoever's on the field, if it's my defense, hey, these are the guys that are gonna set up the blocks, because if they miss it, then we're gonna take advantage of it. Always. I'm gonna always have a guy. We're gonna have a kick, basically a field goal kickoff return scenario ready to go. So y'all blocking for you're trying to block the field goal, but if you don't, if they miss it, hey, we're gonna catch that thing and bring it back. Make sure you hit your block here, boom, 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 on down the line. So that's the mindset for a CFL special team player.
Yeah, I just thought that was fascinating. The whole Rouge thing. That's one of those things that you hear about it, and it probably doesn't affect the game that dramatically.
Yeah, only when it's close like it was.
In a situation like it was last night between the Toronto Argonauts and the Saskatchewan Roughriders, and the walk-off missed field goal essentially won the game for Toronto. Toronto's quarterback, by the way, college football enthusiasts will appreciate this. Former Ole Miss quarterback Chad Kelly.
Yeah. Wait a minute, that name sounds familiar.
Is the Toronto Argonauts starting quarterback. He was just reinstated. He was suspended for a violation of like team conduct, or maybe it was even league conduct for something that he did. But Chad Kelly, the former Ole Miss quarterback, I believe he was drafted in the 7th round by the Broncos in like the 2017 draft or so.
Something like that, yeah.
He was drafted in the 7th round by the Broncos, I think, back in the 2017 draft. Then he was a coach after a couple of years in the league at East Mississippi Community College. He was an assistant there before getting a chance in the CFL now with the Toronto Argonauts.
Yep.
That
wacky our Northern brothers with the wacky rules.
You said our Northern brothers. AG, I did not know that you were up there, man. That is interesting.
Yeah, it was. Trust me, it was nothing to talk about. But I say the highlight of my trip was that I drove.
Whoa.
I used to have a big pickup truck called from, if you've seen Transformers, Ironhide. So I drove that truck up there, thinking, because I'm there on a 2-year deal, right? I'm like, I'm gonna bring my consoles. I'm gonna bring some furniture. I brought like my bed. Like, I'm on a 2-year deal. I'm gonna be here. I'm looking into Montreal at apartments. When I drove through, I didn't look at them. I just kind of drove past. Like, oh, I could probably live there. Just pointing at it as I go to training camp. And I get there. They had it on the campus, just like most college, pro teams do. Had the training camp on practice. And Michael St. Clair, my old teammate in Seattle, was the defensive line coach there. And so that was pretty cool. But yeah, just being there for about the 3-4 days, driving there. I said my highlight was when driving back. I got cut. I'm coming back. I stopped. No, actually, I'm driving there. Sorry, I'm driving there. I know this is going too long here. Real quick, I'll try to wrap it up. So driving there, I stopped, and I'm like, and I forgot something. Like either me being a gamer, I forgot something. So I found a GameStop. I stopped at a GameStop. I'm going to the GameStop. I go pick up whatever I was getting. I can't remember what I was buying, either a video game or a controller, one of the two, or something for my console. I come out. It's this dude looking at my truck. He's like, dude, why you make my truck look like a little? He said, boop, boom, boom. Because he got a pickup truck. And it's my truck next to his. He said, my truck can't even compare to that, bro. I feel like I feel emasculated right now. I'm like, I said, hey man, I just bought the truck. I said, that's all I do. You don't have to feel like that, dog.
On that drive, what are we looking at gas mileage wise for one of those babies?
Oh, like 11 to gallon. It's
Okay, that's not
terrible.
as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was thinking single digits.
No, it was close. It was close, but about 11. Trust me, I remember the numbers between 11 and 13 a gallon.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of those where you plan the trip as like, all right, the wind's going to be going north. We're going north. It's going to give me a little bit of a nudge. We can maybe get up to 14.3 miles to the gallon. Here we go.
Keep the windows. I'm going to keep the windows open so I could be more aerodynamic.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe at some point I just start flying and we'll be good.
Right. But it was cool. I say the one thing was cool is driving through the Northern Territory, through Canada. I went up through Michigan, Sault Ste. Marie Bridge, got over that. And then, it was like, I see why bikers ride those roads. You know, you got American chopper riders that ride their big hogs all over America, but then when they go to Canada, they're like, man, that's some open country. I'm like, it is.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. So if you're a biker, you know what I'm talking about. But if you just get into biking, definitely hit the northern highways in our up north in Canada.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I just had a buddy that his family has a place up in Canada, and it's I think it's about 30 minutes north of Toronto, and he usually drives from Lincoln up to Canada. They go up every year, but it's like they make it obviously it's a pretty extensive drive. They flew this year for the first time, and he came back and he said, I would rather drive.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. I mean, man, it's great country. I went up to Bayelf one time, and man, I mean, it's just like waterfalls, majestic, like what you see on National Geographic TV show documentary. It's like that's sweet right there. That's cool, calming. Watch the mountains and just be in zen.
Just roll. Just roll.
Exactly.
Folks, we come back. We got NFL action. We didn't do NFL yesterday, did we?
We have not.
No,
we also have college football games. Week 0 tomorrow.
We got week 0 to start tomorrow. Dude, we got to catch up with Delaware State to see what happened.
Delaware State.
We got to see what happened. Did they get to Hawaii or not? So, folks, we got to
that's
still find
right.
out.
Fast.
Yes. We got a lot of football to discuss when we come back, folks. It is Friday.
You ain't got no job.
No,
you ain't got nothing else to do.
No, and Chase B goes, AD, if it's Thursday, I've been delivering the Pepsi to the wrong places.
Yeah.
All morning.
Chase is a little bit ahead of schedule. All right.
It's The Drive, 93.7 and Tick. Will be right back.
It's time for a home technology makeover. And with special Labor Day savings on top name electronics, you can take your home, backyard, or tailgate to an all-new level. Choose from top name TVs like Sony, LG, and Samsung, including Samsung's popular frame TV that blends seamlessly into your decor. Experience game day throughout your entire home with a new audio system from Sonos, now with special Labor Day bundle savings. Transform your game day this Labor Day with the experts at Schaefer's.
Hey, Nebraska football fans, it's defensive lineman Ty Robinson, and I've got a winning play for you with Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical. Team up with Action and install a new Bradford white water heater in your home. And if we win the conference championship this season, you'll get a full refund. Don't fumble this opportunity. Sack your old water heater this season and score big with Action. Visit actionlincoln.com/Huskers to learn more.
Promotion valid for a limited time. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Husker Nation, your women's basketball team is gearing up for another incredible season, and you can be right in the heart of the action. Get your season tickets today and guarantee your spot for another year of Husker dominance. Witness every key basket, every clutch steal, and celebrate every victory with the most dedicated fans in the nation. Don't wait. Head over to Huskers.com/tickets and secure your seat for this unforgettable season. Go Big Red.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Have you ever gotten a car deal so good that you can brag about for decades? This is that deal. The government has given us a $4,000 in instant credit on vehicles already at the historically lowest prices. Cars that were over $50,000 just 2 years ago are now selling below $20,000. See the deals here and drive away the car of your dreams at a price you never thought possible. Go to 4000off.com, 400off.com to learn more.
Nutrition Authority invites you to try Blitz 250. Blitz 250 is a fully loaded pre-workout for those who want the most out of their workouts. Blitz 250 is safe for sport and banned substance free. Blitz 250 can only be found at Nutrition Authority. For location info, check us out at mynutritionauthority.com.
Attention! For a limited time, Acres is offering 1.9% for 60 months on remaining 22 and 23 John Deere combines. This extraordinary low interest rate, along with Acres' discounted pricing, allows you to upgrade your equipment before harvest and lock in incredible savings. And with Acres' A-plus support package included, you'll be up and running throughout the harvest season. Act now. This special rate won't last long. Visit acres.com for details. That's AKRS.com.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Ready to upgrade your combine or header before harvest? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help you find the right equipment to fit your operations needs. Choose from 4.75% financing for up to 60 months or a 12-month interest-free waiver, followed by John Deere financial rates with approved credit through the end of August when you purchase a pre-owned S or X Series combine from Landmark. View our current inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Be a memory for your grandchildren. Among Nebraska adults age 65 or older, 47% report current alcohol use. Drinking too much can cause harm to children, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, you will still be around for your grandchildren. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Who am I? All right, let's back on the drive. Little Chris Raff action.
There you go.
Rico. Rico's over there pumping it up over there, AG.
How many times on Monday when Raff joins the show from Grand Island from the State Fair do we think he complains about being in Grand Island for the State Fair?
At least twice. At least.
I mean, we're talking like twice an hour.
Gotta go to Grand Island.
Twice an hour? Dang. Just don't go there. You don't complain.
Hey, AG, you preaching to the choir.
A particular individual was not happy with some results.
Hey,
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
He needs some solitude for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh man.
DF knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Well, in NFL news, guys, I tell you what, Jordan Schultz reported yesterday. He is a very rich man right now as far as center. The Chiefs keep getting it done. They're signing guys. Unlike Pete, I'm sorry, brother. I love you, Pete Ferguson. Check him out every Sunday, 8 to 9 a.m., Bigger Than the Score. He always has amazing young scholars and stories on there. But the Chiefs are doing something that a lot of teams, well, I'll say this, the Cowboys aren't getting done. New deal for $72 million over 4 years, $50 million guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Chief center Jordan Schultz just signed with the Chiefs.
Jordan Schultz reported
Creed Humphrey.
Yes.
Creed Humphrey. Jordan Schultz reported it. Creed Humphrey. $72 million over 4 years, y'all.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Highest paid center.
Guy from Shawnee, Oklahoma is his hometown. Shawnee, Oklahoma. Went to play football for the Oklahoma Sooners, drafted in the second round back in 2021. So
25 years old, dude.
Yeah, 25 years old. Two-time Pro Bowler in 22 and 23. And then obviously now the highest paid center. He's really anchored that offensive line.
Yes. And first of all, how do you not like that name? Creed Humphrey. Creed.
Yeah.
That's a good name. That's a good football name.
I like that name. What's your name? My name is Creed. My name is Creed.
How about this? Coming out of high school, was the 294th overall recruit.
Goodness gracious, man.
Now is the
highest paid center.
Now is the highest paid center.
The highest paid center.
Yeah.
$50 million guaranteed to Creed Humphrey. $72 million over 4 years. I love it. AG, go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead. Yeah, I was gonna say the proof is in the pudding, right? I mean, you got that in high school, like Nick just mentioned. He was the 294th recruiter in his class, and then also right now, him and his teammate Joe Tooney, they're in the top of offensive lineman pass blocking rate, 98.8% right there. So now it makes sense because you remember prior to the last two Super Bowl or say playoff appearances, Super Bowl appearance for the Chiefs, offensive line was a question mark for the Kansas City Chiefs. So they definitely focused in on that and corrected the problem, because the Super Bowl against the Chiefs, I believe, and then AFC Championship game against the Bengals where they lost to Joe Burrow, and when the Bengals played the Rams out in LA. So that was a big difference because they had a couple of tackles. One was beat up on injured reserve, another one, and there were younger guys that had come in and replace. And being that you're replacing in a Super Bowl, much different than replacing in week 2 or week 3 of the NFL season.
Hey, G, let me ask you this, man. How critical is it? I mean, we all know this. I mean, a good friend of the show, a good friend of ours. I've been friends with Dave Remington for a long time now, the former Nebraska center here. All-American, numerous awards and accolades that Dave had over the years.
Yeah,
how critical? Yeah, he was. He set the standard as far as centers. You know, Raiola would say the same thing. He was the first, Raiola being the first Remington Award winner. How critical in your league? You played 12 years of the pros, man.
Yeah. Yes.
Centers are different cats. They're different cats, man. They think differently and extremely smart. A lot of people talk about, big offensive linemen, dumb offensive. No, offensive linemen are the smartest dudes in the
Yes, all the linemen are like
all the linemen are smart
on the team.
Yes, in particular the center. The center's got to know the checks and audibles better, almost better than the quarterback does. How crucial is it to lock up a good center, bro?
It's 100%. It's priority number one. Like I always talked about building. When I build out a team, I'm starting interior first. I'm going offensive, defensive line first. And when I pick that center, I'm picking a guy who is just as in the same mindset, like you mentioned, as a quarterback, because they know how to make calls. They are confident in their calls, and they know why they're making the adjustment or the audible, because the center is the quarterback. For the offensive line, they make all the slight little adjustments that sometimes the quarterback don't even know. And I've been in that situation dealing with a guy that I know from Mississippi, but that's all I'll say. And I had to pay attention more to the offensive line calls than I did his calls. And I'll be like, oh yeah, Mike Flanagan's right. Brett, just do what you do, snap the ball, and then we got the protection locked down. So I would make corrections too. And when we went into the locker room, Edgar Bennett did this in his first year.
Bennett, I've not heard that name.
Great
in a
name,
long time,
great Packer
Edgar
player.
Bennett.
Got a Super Bowl championship. Is coaching for the Raiders right now, and he brought us into the same meeting room as the offensive lineman in 2002, and we started having our meetings. Our Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, early Friday meeting with the offensive lineman. So then that took all the running backs game, we all went to the whole nother level because now we're asking questions that we wouldn't usually ask because we're sitting in the meeting room. Like on this run play, what are you expecting us to do as a running back and you blocking for us? What are you thinking? Like we could ask those questions on a power, on an outside run zone or inside run zone or a trap play. And then in the pass game, it was all the same too because now we're saying, okay, we got they're doing a overload blitz where we got more than what we can handle. Then make sure we're gonna at least get the inside guys, and then if you got free release, get your butt out there and get your hands up for the ball, so Brett or Aaron could get you the rock. So those conversations were happening, and that's where you saw our team play through those years from 01 to 04. We were all in the playoffs, and we had broken records in rushing and passing yards because of this. Having a little adjustment. Let's meet with the offensive lineman. It's like the wide receivers meeting with the quarterbacks and also sometimes meeting with the defensive backs and say, hey, what are the better routes I need to do, work on my game, and having meetings with them, not just having a conversation on the practice field.
AG, we have a question on the text line for you specifically from Big Golf Guy. Says, hey, AG, what offensive line position got the fattest Christmas card from you as a running back?
Oh, I would say all of them. All positions.
There you go.
The fattest Christmas gift I got them was when, in 2003, when we almost ran for 2,000 yards. We broke all type of records. As a team, we ran for 2,000 yards. Individually, I ran for 1,800 and some change. So I broke off.
1,800 and
your legs probably hurt.
All right, I broke off my offensive linemen, tight ends, wide receivers with Rolexes. So I had to break them off.
So AG, when do me and Raff and Nick will get our Rolexes, man?
Hey, we got to get some awards around this team. And we got I don't know how to. I don't know how to.
All I asked for was R2D2.
How to grade it? How to grade this out? I don't know.
AG got him some Rolexes.
Like I said, AG, all I asked for is that R2D2 behind you. That's all.
R2D2?
That's all I asked from you.
I can do that. I can get you a life size one. I know a few places they're selling them. So,
is that right?
They putting them together. Yeah, Star Wars fans are hardcore, man.
A life size R2D2.
It pays to know AGZ.
Man, I seen them, man. They had Comic-Con. I'm like, oh my goodness. Red one, a green one just like R2D2 back here.
That's crazy.
Eric says, "Stop begging, AD."
Yeah, AD. How about that? How about you stop begging? Hey, but AG for real,
AG
talk.
for real.
Yeah, for real, man. Hey, I'm a geek for a reason, bro. You see what's behind me? I go hard in the paint when it comes to Star Wars, Batman, Transformers, or G.I. Joe. And now you can add One Piece to the shelf now.
I just appreciate that you embrace it. You embrace the geek, embrace the nerd, and it's not a negative stereotype.
No, it's not. I tell my teammates all the time, I'm like, bro, you play video games? They're like, I'm like, you a dork. You a geek. No, I'm not. I'm like, yes, you are. If you know how to turn on your console, that's basic IT. You are a geek. So
hey, guys, Raff must not be working too hard because he chimes in on the YouTube stream right now.
What do you say?
He goes, I leave and AG turns into Santa.
I see it. Oh Lord.
Hey, Raff, he giving out Rolos, man. He giving out the Rolos.
I'm not
Rolos.
He giving out the Rolos.
Not Rolos.
We gotta set some records on here. That's what we got.
There you go.
Gotta set some records.
Well,
and I don't know. I'm retired now. It might be G-Shocks. I don't know. We got.
Yeah. Hey, somebody on the text line, David says, "Can a brother get a Timex?"
Hey, I could probably do definitely a G-Shock. We can talk about that.
Unknown texter 2655 says AG gave them Walter Payton treatment.
Yeah. No, that's where I got it from. That's 100%. He's dead on. That's where I got it from. And my brother told me, hey, when you get where you could take care of the big guys in front of you. My brothers told me this.
Big boys.
Take care of the big boys, because you're not a running back without the O-line and your tight ends and wide receivers blocking downfield. And occasionally, another thing that Brett would do that the coaches say, he would run downfield and get a chop block. I was like, oh man, that was illegal, but thank you.
Hey, by the way, before you send it to break, gotta tell you about our friends at Niederhaus Refuse, industrial recycling, roll-off, commercial, residential, the whole 9 yards. They take care of it. Visit them online, nbrefuselincoln.com. They've been in business for over 100 years. Family-owned, family-operated. They are the place to be, people to call as renewal season creeps on us at the start of the year. Make sure you reach out to them, nbrefuselincoln.com, our friends at Niederhaus Refuse.
Folks, we'll be right back. We got some history to discuss, and also we got Ed Foley coming up as far as clips of ours, Nebraska, folks, because we are Tyrone Williams days away from Nebraska football. T-Bird days
Amir
away.
Abdullah.
Amir Abdullah
Stanley
days
Morgan
away.
Jr.
Stanley Morgan Jr. days away. 8 days till kickoff. Folks, we'll be right back. This is Drive 937.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
It's hard to choose a favorite at Hog Wild, but I'd have to say it's their award-winning ribs. Hog Wild buys their meat from those who share their high-quality standards, then hand rubs each slab with their famous seasoning blend and slow smokes them over hickory each and every day for flavor and tenderness you're gonna keep coming back for. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through August 25th, enjoy 8-ounce USDA Choice New York strip steaks for $5.99 each, all-natural pork belly for $2.99 per pound, all-natural boneless shoulder pork roast for $1.99 per pound, and Busch Light 30-packs for $17.99 per pack if you buy 2. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
What's it take to be a mentor with big brothers, big sisters? It takes 30 minutes and a cup of coffee. A video game, best 2 out of 3. It takes sharing thumbs up emojis, clapping emojis, and loaded nachos at halftime. That's how you make an impact on a young kid's life. So go on, share a few hours a month, because mentorship may sound huge, but the truth is, it takes little to be big.
To learn more, volunteer, or donate, go to bbbslincoln.org. If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With gold-class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered, whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com, and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with Taco Night on Mondays or Whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl, Jordan, with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Let's talk commitment. And what better way to do that than with some shiny, sparkly jewelry? Am I right? Now, I'm not suggesting you have to rush, but if you're considering making a significant move, do your planning. We offer financing and payment plans. Lock down your selection with confidence. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Ready to upgrade your combine or header before harvest? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help you find the right equipment to fit your operations needs. Choose from 4.75% financing for up to 60 months or a 12-month interest-free waiver, followed by John Deere financial rates with approved credit through the end of August when you purchase a pre-owned S or X Series combine from Landmark. View our current inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at USC in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at HuskerFanTravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a downtown LA hotel, exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at USC. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at HuskerFanTravel.com.
Have you ever gotten a car deal so good that you can brag about for decades? This is that deal. The government has given us a $4,000 instant credit on vehicles already at the historically lowest prices. Cars that were over $50,000 just 2 years ago are now selling below $20,000. See the deals here and drive away the car of your dreams at a price you never thought possible. Go to 4000off.com, 400off.com to learn more.
Stevens & Smith Construction is a full-service, employee-owned concrete company that specializes in residential and commercial foundations and flat work. They've been a leader in the concrete industry since 1971, with nearly 250 employees combining for more than 2,000 years of service. With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, and Kansas City, they're united in quality, integrity, and professionalism to create excellence in construction. Learn more today at stevensandsmith.com.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Grain on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Let it ride, let it ride, let it ride. Let it ride, let it ride, let it ride. Let it ride, let it ride, let it ride. Let it ride, let it ride, let it ride. Let it ride, let it ride. AG, let it ride. Nick, let it ride, let it ride. Sarah, let it ride, let it ride. Nick, AG, Sarah, let it ride. Folks, we are back on this beautiful Friday morning in the capital city. A little cloudy, Nick.
It is. Man. It is really cloudy. It's been a little. This week has been cloudy, drizzly in the morning, and then it's the sun has opened up in the afternoon. Yeah. We've been better.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Folks, we have some history to discuss this morning very quickly. It's a very quick segment on history because we have a lot of Husker news to come up with next. Dude, I can't believe it's 8. Folks, we are 8 days. We're 8 days away.
8 days away.
8 days away, man.
Yeah, a couple of sports news here. Mike Tyson and Mitch Green on this day in 1988.
4 a.m.
brawl at 4 a.m.
4 a.m. brawl. Mike Tyson and Green. Do you remember that, AG, when they got in that fight, man, at night? They're in Harlem, New York?
Yeah, I remember that. I heard about it.
Harlem, New York, 1988. They were out there brawling.
For the match, huh?
Yeah, Mitch Green. Those guys were fighting at 4 a.m. in the morning, man. They're in Harlem. They were making new memories.
Yeah.
In 1970, folks, just 3 weeks ago, I went across the 6th Street Bridge, which is also known as the Roberto Clemente Bridge, They're in Pittsburgh. And I'm going to say this again. I appreciate Raff. I appreciate Nick. I had no idea there was even going to be a game that night.
Raff had nothing to do with it.
I have not posted these pictures yet because I even tell my relatives that was going to be in Pittsburgh because I didn't plan on going downtown Pittsburgh. That was a bridge emotionally I had to cross, and I'm glad I went. Yeah. Nick and Raff, I'm glad you guys mentioned that. I went to that game. But the 6th Street Bridge there, AG, is called the Roberto Clemente Bridge. And my neighbor, Eric Fuentes, my good friend, and Eric is actually retiring today. This is his last day, 30 years that he was with the Nebraska Department of Agriculture. He was working for them. And he's from Puerto Rico.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, Eric is from Puerto Rico. And he actually got a ball signed by Roberto Clemente when he was a kid.
Dang.
And he took it out and played with it. Had no idea who
that's like the Sandlot, where it's like somebody signed it. Baby Ruth.
Right. Hey, and the same thing happened in my neighborhood. I had a friend of mine, Caleb. He went to the LA Rams training camp. This is like 1987, 88 now, and growing up in Los Angeles. And he brought the signed football for us to play football. Play throw up tackle. And I said to him, I said, bro, what are you doing? He said, man, that's the only ball I got. I'm like, no, you take that ball. Like, these are signatures, man. I'm like, I don't know. I think, this is when Eric Dickerson was playing. So I'm like, no. Wow. And he still played with it. He said, no.
Lady.
Some lady signed it. Baby Ruth.
Right. Yeah, that's a great scene in Sandlot.
We might need to get the audio just for fun.
We got to get that.
Well, that was great movie. Great movie.
Roberto Clemente compiles his record 2nd straight 5-hit game. And that is just crazy to think about somebody getting 5 hits in a game. And Roberto Clemente did that 2 times for the Pittsburgh Pirates. AG, what do you got history, big dog?
Oh, what I got, it's a nice little fun game called Blaster Master Boy. Came out in 1991. This day in 1991 on the Game Boy. Who had the Game Boy? I know I had a Game Boy.
I had the Game Boy Advance.
I had the original. We had the original.
Okay.
I don't know. AJ, did you have the original?
I didn't.
I did. I had a nice little black and white screen, and actually it kind of like a green hue screen. So
they
fun little game.
They just released Blaster Master 03 in 2021.
Oh, I did not know that.
How about that?
They're still Master.
Blaster Master
Nintendo?
0.
It has to be on Nintendo
yes.
again, or
yes.
Crowbait played it. Good morning, Crowbait. Crowbait said he played it.
Yeah. So in 1988, they released the original Blaster Master. 91, they released Blaster Master Junior. 93, Blaster Master 2.
Yeah.
Then in 2000, they released 2 versions of Blaster Master. 2010, Blaster Master Overdrive. 2017, Blaster Master 0. 2019, Blaster Master 02. And 2021, Blaster Master 03.
Blaster Master.
Hey, AG, I think we've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
With like the Nintendo DSs and the PSPs. Did you get those?
Yes, I did. I had both of them. Yeah,
I was always so jealous of my peers that had PSPs.
Yeah, they
Do you
came
remember
out.
PSPs at all?
Yeah, I do remember PSPs.
Yeah, actually, I found mine, but it's kind of the batteries, like a lithium battery. Eventually, after time, it kind of blows up inside.
Yeah.
The packaging. So it's like the battery's shot. So now the only way I could play it if I plug it in the wall, and I haven't played it in a while. So
hey, AG, we got unknown texter 3994. Good morning to you. It says, y'all remember Virtual Boy? I don't remember Virtual Boy.
Yeah, no. I didn't play it, but I was aware of it. I didn't have it. It was, I think it was on a different system. I'm not sure if it was on Nintendo or Jaguar or one of those 3DO. They had other system consoles out that was like you heard about word of mouth in other countries or other parts of the United States.
The
bigger cities.
The game I always played on Game Boy Advance was Paperboy.
Yep, that was my game too.
I heard that, but I never played
Paperboy was fun on there.
Yeah, Paperboy was fun. It was not easy too. But nowadays, AG and AD, they have the PlayStation Portal remotes where you it's basically, I mean, so here I just pulled it up. And so it's the PlayStation 5 controllers.
Oh wow.
And there's just a screen in the middle and you can play it anywhere.
Yep.
I like it.
Yep.
I like that.
And I had the saying from the chat says Sega Game Gear. I had one of those. I earned one of those with good grades. I remember having my A's and B's.
There you go.
My birthday came around and I was like, oh, I had Alter Beast, and I think John Madden on there, and Sonic the Hedgehog.
That's awesome.
Like, thank you so much, Mom and Dad. I love you so much.
Unknown texter 6996 from Illinois. What's happening? He goes, I still have an OG Game Boy that works. He's got it that works.
Right.
Riley W says Virtual Boy is the Game Boy emulator. So you can play all the games on a computer.
Gotcha. I've heard of it. I can't remember what platform it was. You know what?
I don't know either.
Console, PC, or whatever. But okay, thank you.
Henry Big Hank Tank. Big Bank Hank says red screen.
Red screen.
Red screen.
Got it.
We'll be back. We got a lot of clips from Mr. Ed Foley, Nebraska special teams coordinator, who has traveled many, many miles since he's been here. He was the one that was canvassing the state of Nebraska, securing the border again, if you would, as far as Nebraska talent, man.
I'm with him. Locking the borders down.
Yes, indeed. He's locking
We are
the
not
borders
talking
down.
politics.
No,
we're not.
We're talking about
securing Nebraska's border.
We're talking about securing Nebraska's border.
There you go.
So
With
exactly.
football. With football.
So when I
that went through my mind too, Nick.
Yeah, I was like, hey, I took my headphones off for 5 seconds and we're already talking about this stuff.
We're talking securing Nebraska borders. You cannot let your talent get out, which we'll discuss when we come back. It's the Tribe 93.7 Ticket. We'll be right back.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com. Serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas. Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today. There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With gold-class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered, whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com, and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Attention! For a limited time, Acres is offering 1.9% for 60 months on remaining 22 and 23 John Deere combines. This extraordinary low interest rate, along with Acres' discounted pricing, allows you to upgrade your equipment before harvest and lock in incredible savings. And with Acres' A-plus support package included, you'll be up and running throughout the harvest season. Act now. This special rate won't last long. Visit acres.com for details. That's AKRS.com.
Serve Nebraska is inviting you to help thank volunteers for their service to our communities. The Step Forward Awards are Nebraska's highest awards for volunteer service, and you can show your appreciation for their hard work by attending the awards luncheon coming up on October 4th in Omaha. To register, visit serve.nebraska.gov and click Register Now. Made possible by sponsors like Omaha Public Power District. Paid for by Serve Nebraska, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers and storms. Otherwise, partly sunny skies with the high around 85. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, but showers and storms arrive late. See a low around 70. And tomorrow, decreasing cloud cover throughout the day. It'll be hot with the high around 95. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker from 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old-fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake. Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0. And bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You look at Nebraska. You see what I was pulling up Nebraska football songs. I wanted to play that dun 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 dun.
You want to get the text line fired up?
Yes.
Rate the Killigans, come a running boys. 1 to 10. How excited are you guys to hear come a running boys next Saturday for Nebraska versus UTEP?
What is
okay, that sounds like the song.
Right. I'm like, what the hell?
I'm gonna ask you this, AG.
Yeah.
Are you down with that song?
Yeah. That's the song, right?
We didn't got AG in there.
AG?
Oh, I'm here.
There he is.
Hello.
Nick,
Hello.
both you guys. Are you guys down with that song? Sarah, are you down with that song?
Yeah.
I am so down with that song. I love it. It gets me hyped.
Yes.
What? Yeah.
Football.
And at the very end, like when the whole student section get into it and we scream the Scarlet and the Cream.
Hey,
So hype.
016 says I'd rather poop in my hands and clap than hear the Killigans again. Dang. JR says -100.
Yeah, JR. Go ahead. What you think, Nick?
I mean, it's fine. Nebraska needs to work on their not fan engagement, but I mean, like just the atmosphere. I mean, here's the deal. I just, it is what it is. It's fine. It's fine. I think it's like turned into a staple of Nebraska football Saturdays, so it's fine. But
who sings it again, man?
The Killigans.
The Killigans, and it's go ahead, AG.
No, I was just saying it sounds like a song that is played in Green Bay. It's called "Roll Out the Barrel." It's like a love-hate song among fans. Some fans love it. Some fans like and they do it every start. So as soon as the third quarter ends, they start playing "Roll Out the Barrel." Yeah, so that's why I'm kind of feeling this same song. This song here in Lincoln is like that love-hate between fans and commentators as well.
How do you spell it?
So Cody from Broken Bow says it'll be on repeat at my house the morning of the game, so don't you be dogging.
So what's the name of the
Come a Running Boys.
Come on, Running Boys. Okay.
Killigans. Just how it sounds.
A running.
Nope, no, not running.
Okay,
running.
Here we go.
Come a running. It's like
here we go.
Country style.
That is it. Running boys, don't you hear the noise?
Sarah's feeling it.
Yeah.
Nebraska. Now it's coming near with the rise and cheer. That'll sweep all foes away.
Are we surprised?
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised.
All right. Turn it down a little bit. Turn it down a little bit because it's gonna get loud.
I'm gonna just tell you
for Nebraska and the Scarlet, for Nebraska and the Cream.
We go through many battles.
You know, I'm a big fan of.
I'm lost.
I just that song just doesn't do it for me, man. And
have you heard the volleyball version?
Yeah, it just
doesn't really do it for me. And he's just like, yeah. What did Matt Rule say?
Yeah. No.
Hey, the text line is wild. He goes, my day is ruined. Please stop. Gag me. Gee whiz.
Dang. I told you it was a love-hate, man. It's
I turned off all our viewers for my singing.
Hey, Ron goes, why are they playing that song on a dry campus?
Oh my God.
You know what?
Well, because
they sound like Mumford and Sons. I'm a big Mumford and Sons fan. I love it. I seen them when they came to Nebraska. They played it at Pinewood Bowl.
Is that right?
They played at Pinewood Bowl about 10 years ago before they were like big. But AG, I'm just not. It just doesn't do it for me, dog.
I'm
like
still,
Randy.
Somebody goes,
like Randy.
Somebody goes, that's what they're playing at the football game.
Yeah, I'm chill trying to.
I just can't feel it, man. I just can't feel it.
I'm still trying to process it. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan, man. I just can't feel it, dog. I just can't get with it, man. I mean, to each their own, but yeah. Unknown texter 6696 goes, that is not a hype song.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like Nebraska has their thing, or I think that's at the end of the first quarter of every game is they play that song, or it's pretty early on in the game every single week.
I just text you, roll out the barrel or barrel.
Somebody puts 1000 says no. Put some Ludacris on or something. Ludacris going in on the first.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, I mean that's the thing.
That's way better. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, hey, well, you gotta have that mentality though if you want to play that song. AG.
Yeah, exactly. I got that mentality. So what you saying, Nick?
I'm not saying you.
AG said pull up.
I'm not saying you. AG
said pull up.
Put me on the aux at Memorial Stadium. Let me plug in my phone on Spotify. We'll see what happens.
Any of us would do better.
Yeah.
I think it's for the older crowd, you know.
Yeah.
That part is because I think we have a nice little older crowd. We have a good percentage of people north of 50 that are
55 and wiser.
Yeah, 55 and wiser that are in the stand. So I believe that's catering to that fan base right there.
Well, we got some clips. Speaking of Nebraska football. Micah Mazuka.
David from Renew. I'm old and I'm out.
Let's hear what Micah's got to say.
Well, he said a lot. Is there anything specific that you want? You want him to say?
Just do the comparing the O line to the previous two schools.
Yeah, there we go.
It's pretty the same. Florida, we had a good line. Baylor, we had a good line. I feel like here we're going to have a good line. There really ain't nothing different. We got Bryce, 6'10". We got Teddy got hurt, but we had Teddy. We got Turner. We got Ben Scott. We got Joe Moisino. We got the guys. We got the freshman guys. I feel like we all put together, we're going to be a good line.
I like how he keeps pounding the podium.
Yeah, he's like, we got Turner, and we got Bryce, and we got...
Yeah.
AG, let me ask you this, man. And Nick, the pounding of the podium would have me crack it up, man.
Hey,
you had Dwight Schrute on the office.
Yeah.
Come together.
Y'all just brought a memory. Y'all just brought a memory back of what y'all two doing right there, haggling my man. Even though you're not even at the presser, you're haggling them. Mike Wall and the lineman used to haggle Coach Sherman because he used to go every time he get into serious talk. He talking about offensive install. All right, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this and that, and then we're gonna do. So they start doing that while he was talking. So he's still talking. They're going. Everybody's clearing their throat.
Now, that's just disrespectful.
You had the whole front two rows. That's where the old linemen sat, clearing their throat for a good half hour before Mike Sherman said something. It's like, Coach, come on, you got to say something by now. We could barely hear what you're saying. Everybody's clearing their throat right now. Like, bring order to the court, Coach. Let's go. Like,
you know what? Go ahead.
I think, Mike Mazuka's journey to Nebraska is interesting, right? Obviously, has a brother, Maurice, who's on the roster for Nebraska as a running back. Probably is not going to see nearly the amount of time that Micah is. But with Micah Mazuka, he starts his career at Baylor, right? And last year in the offseason, Matt Rule and company actually tried to get him here to campus. And you might remember his recruitment was kind of tied in the same conversation with Walter Rouse, where for a moment, and we're just talking like days ahead of each of their commitments, it felt like Nebraska was going to, excuse me, there you go, AG, clear my throat. Anyway, it felt like Nebraska was safe and going to secure the commitment of Micah Mazuka at the time, and that Walter Rouse was not going to be a Husker. Well, then it turned out that Micah Mazuka committed to Florida first ahead of Walter Rouse's commitment. And so then that gave Husker fans kind of like, oh, wait a minute, maybe we had this all wrong where Micah Mazuka is going to Florida or somewhere else at least. And that means Walter Rouse wants to be in Lincoln. Well, lo and behold, he did for a moment. And then a couple of hours later switched it up and went to Norman for the Oklahoma Sooners. And so Nebraska was looking going, well, crap, we just struck out and we're 0 for 2 now. And so now you have it this year where Micah Mazuka, after his time at Florida for one season, gets back in the portal and Nebraska comes calling once again. There's the piece where, once again, we visit it pretty often. Never burn relationships.
No, you don't. And you
because now he's going to be Nebraska's starting right guard.
Yeah. And like you mentioned, Baylor, Florida, now here. And Micah is going to be crucial. We'll talk about more of this on the other side of the break. But you look at a young quarterback, Nick, and you look at a left tackle, who's, obviously that's gone now.
Yeah, and I'm really interested. I know Turner Corcoran is working through stuff. I just don't know if Turner's ever been healthy.
He's been hurt a lot.
Just been banged up, and I think like there's a lot to be said about and
no fault of his own. It's just it's football,
yeah. Like I think a lot of it's just like minor nagging injuries that maybe you need Turner Corcoran out there. You need a body out there. I would not be surprised to see Gunnar Gatula in a pretty exclusive role this year.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't. Maybe because Nebraska's thin at left tackle, but yeah, to your point, you have Turner Corcoran and Gunnar Gatula. I just worry about Turner Corcoran's availability at all times.
It's going to be interesting, AG. When we come back over the side, AG, I want you to talk about as well the importance of the offensive line. And you're starting a young guy. And Joe Klatt had some great things to say about Nebraska football as well. He mentioned that Nebraska, 70% of those games we lost last year, which was true, was because of turnovers. I mean, and we all know that. I know we're beating a dead horse, but that's the reality.
Turnovers and mistakes, right?
Yes, the turnovers killed us. And we're hoping this year with Raiola that will be mitigated big time, because when you have 31 turnovers, you're not beating many teams at all.
No.
As far as that goes, you look at Nebraska with an exception, and I've said this ad nauseum. You take away the Michigan game, the rest of those games, Nebraska, if they don't turn the ball over, you give yourself a pretty dang good chance of winning those games, with an exception of Michigan.
Yeah,
so
that's all you want is a chance.
That's right. That's right. That's all you want is a chance at that. So when we come back, we got some more clips from Micah Mazuka when we come back. There's a lot to discuss with it.
What's fascinating is in that Michigan game, Nebraska only had one turnover.
Mm-hmm.
Two, right?
Exactly.
You lose that game 45-7. You only had one turnover. You can't sit there and go, well, the quarterback threw 3 and you fumbled the ball twice.
Right. That was a team to where, hence why they were the national champions.
You're right.
To where they just dominated.
Which, by the way, Michigan's still yet to name a starting quarterback. We saw Iowa officially made their decision yesterday, and Cade McNamara. Nebraska obviously made it earlier in the week, but Michigan has quarterback Alex Orji, who's been the backup for the last season. You'd expect him to be the starter. We haven't heard Sharon Moore say it.
It's going to be interesting. Folks, we are 8 days away from kickoff. When we come back, some more clips about Nebraska football. It's The Drive. It's Friday. 937 Ticket. Be right back.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Looking for a place to host a one-of-a-kind private game day experience for your staff or clients? Courtyard Marriott downtown is just blocks from the stadium and steps away from all the fanfare. You'll enjoy use of an entire entertainment space, including outdoor courtyard, accommodations for 250-plus guests. Party starts 3 hours before kickoff, and they'll clean up while you go and enjoy the game. Call Courtyard Marriott at 402-904-4800 for more info or to book your pregame party today. Limited dates available.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The Electrical Workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Clothes dryer not drying like it should? Could be your dryer vent. Call Bryant for a professional cleaning. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old-fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers and storms. Otherwise, probably sunny skies with a high around 85. Tonight, probably cloudy skies, but showers and storms arrive late. Still low around 70. And tomorrow, decreasing cloud cover throughout the day. Will be hot with the high around 95. Meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Serve Nebraska is inviting you to help thank volunteers for their service to our communities. The Step Forward Awards are Nebraska's highest awards for volunteer service, and you can show your appreciation for their hard work by attending the awards luncheon coming up on October 4th in Omaha. To register, visit serve.nebraska.gov and click Register Now. Made possible by sponsors like Omaha Public Power District. Paid for by Serve Nebraska. Aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at USC in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at huskerfantravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a downtown LA hotel, exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at USC. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at huskerfantravel.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Play ball! Looking for the ultimate change-up from the typical family night? How about a Grand Slam good time with friends and coworkers? Then unleash the fun at Haymarket Park with an action-packed, thrilling season of Salt Dogs baseball. Choose from 50 home games now through August with daily and weekly specials your whole pack can enjoy, including group discounts. Don't miss out on the magic and the excitement. Strike 3, you're out! Visit saltdogs.com to reserve your tickets today. Unleash the fun.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I wouldn't have been able to sneak behind you 2 weeks ago.
No, you wouldn't, Nick. How much are you down now, man?
I would imagine over 20.
AG, not Raff, but Nick took to heart what you said about the morning.
Yeah, he hurt my
Rolls,
feelings,
and he is down. How much you down now, Nick?
I don't know. A week ago from today, I was down 16. So I would imagine. So I mean, it's gonna not plateau, but it's gonna flatten out. Obviously,
dude, you look thin, man. I mean, I can tell. The biggest thing is in your face. I can tell
in my face for sure, and I can tell in my midsection a lot.
Clothes don't lie.
Clothes don't. No, they do not.
Don't lie.
I gotta start. Start shopping for some smaller sizes.
AG, you begin the genesis of Nick's transformation. He's no longer big swim. AG, what do you say on that, AG?
I put my polo on. And it's baggy. I mean,
there you go. Good stuff.
Anyway,
what we want. That's what we want.
AG just like, yeah, that's what we want.
Yeah, that's what we want.
Eric, I did not say that word exactly. I'm not even going to say it, Eric. I see you, big dog. I didn't say it. I didn't say
it's Friday.
I'm not going to say it, Eric. I'm not going to say it, dog.
Here's a question from Mr. Cub. Gents, do you think the poor O-line play these past several years has been the indirect cause of the turnover issue, especially from the quarterback position? Adrian was always running for his life and never had a secure pocket. I think that was a piece of it. Also, quarterback decision-making is a big piece of it. And not just, should I try to force this pass into this area, but also willingness to stay in the pocket. Like, that's a big piece of it that people don't always think about, is that it always looks like Nebraska's pocket broke down when the quarterback escapes the pocket within 3 seconds of the snap.
But you know what, Nick, though, in AG, here's what I'm going to say. Yes, that was a factor. I mean, there's no doubting that. Adrian was running for his life a lot. But you go back in the last year plays, and this is not throwing anybody on the bus whatsoever. It was bad decision making.
It was.
I mean, that's just the bottom line, man. I mean, to say anything else, it'd be an insult to the listeners to say it was anything else. It was bad decision making.
Bad decision making, and also inability to hold on to the ball.
Right. I mean, because there were there were turnovers that you literally scratched your head and says, "What in the world did you see on that?" Right. And I know the coaching staff did as well. AG, you think about this. You as a running back, I know there was times to where you had some great quarterbacks. So let's be honest. So AG, you had a Hall of Famer in Favre as your quarterback, but I know there were times that you were like, Brett, what the heck were you looking at on that?
Yeah, once I got to know him and be on the team for a few years, I could then have those conversations with him. And he's like, AG, I could get the ball in there. I'm like, no, I know you probably think you can, but it was 3 other jerseys and only one of ours there, bro. Just keeping it real with you. I know, man. I know. I'm like, hey. So it was just kind of part of his mentality. You know, that's one reason he had a lot of touchdowns and a lot of interceptions. So,
AG, were there ever heat? I mean, I'm sure there were. Is there a specific instance where you guys had, maybe it got a little heated, like a conversation where it was like, hey man, give me the rock. And like, was there ever a situation that you can instantly think of where it's like, I remember it, where it's not negative. It's an okay thing to have on your roster and on your sideline in the heat of the moment. Yeah. But where there was a little bit of a tense conversation between a couple players.
We had some few. I would say, I know Antonio. My first couple of years there, he would go at it between Brett and
Freeman,
Tom Rossley. Tony Freeman, Tom Rossley, our offensive coordinator, because he was always mad, like how the running backs getting more receptions than us, than the wide receiver. He would be going off on the sideline or in the locker room during halftime. Hey, I get paid too. Like you just throw me the ball over here, and I'm like, oh man. But he'll come after the game. He said, "Man, I was just emotional." He said, "We always talked it through, and that's what made us good teammates and a good team because we'll have those moments, but then we're able to, you know what? Yeah, the emotions got the best of me, and stuff like that. So we could have those conversations. And like I said, made us a better team. But for every now and then, it would come at it because it's competitive juices coming up,
right,
and obviously trying to be the best that we can be. And then sometimes when some players, make a mistake, and you're just like, dang, we had that play, or we shouldn't have did that right there because it wouldn't have put us in this situation where we now have to drive to try to kick a winning field goal or get a winning touchdown, things of that nature.
Well, you think about this age. I'm looking at David's too, Nick. I'm dying laughing at David. David, you're a fool, man. You're funny, dude. You crazy, dude. But you know what, AG? Another thing to consider too, though, is to think about this to the listeners as well. Some of those guys, their contracts, there's incentives built into them.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? How many touches they're getting, etc. So I can understand it, bro.
Yeah, and I would say I was the anomaly. I had incentives, but I didn't pay attention to them at all. My teammates, even my coaches, they would actually bring, "Hey man, you a couple yards short of this," and I'm like, "How you know that?" I'm like, man, I'm just about the W. That's all. The W or the L. I want more W's than L to get us into the playoffs to win the division. That's all. I mean, that's all I was worried about when I was playing. So yeah, players. I remember one time Edgar Bidner came up to me. It was like 2 games left in the regular season. He said, "Look how many yards you were close to this record." And I'm like, "Oh, that's nice." I said, "That's good." I didn't know that, but thank you. He's like, "You should don't come out this fourth quarter. Don't come out the game." I'm like,
"Don't come out."
I was like, "Okay, coach." I was like, he's my coach. I'm like, "All right, I'll stay in there." I mean, that wasn't a thing for me because I was like, the game was won. We were gonna probably start bitching guys, but he's like, "No, you stay in. You need a couple more yards." I'm like,
there's incentives based in there. There's incentives based in there.
And that's the thing. A lot of coaches are cheering for the guys to get them.
Yeah.
Like that's what we find out. Cause I mean, frankly, it's not the coach's money. So they're sitting there going, get your money. And they'll intentionally, like AG just mentioned. I mean, I remember Mike Evans is one that instantly comes to mind a couple of years ago where he was gonna pass receptions. I think he needed a certain number of receptions to get his incentive, and they left him in there, and they threw him a very short curl route. He got out of bounds, didn't get hurt, and he ended up getting in and then got subbed out immediately.
Right. And it goes the other way too. I remember being in Seattle and guys that were questionable to make the bubble, like the final cut of the roster, where they had to get on film for the team to cut them because then they could see the team could show oh, you were running around on this day. And Oh yeah, I remember learning that my rookie year. I was like, oh my goodness. I'm like, this is a
So they
dirty
want it
game.
on tape.
Right. So if you had like a say like you did a moderate ankle sprain, right? And you were out already one practice, but then if they say, oh yeah, you could go, you had treatment, the trainers say you're clear. So that's kind of like the backward talk of, or behind the door talk of the trainers talking with the GM, or some say, hey, we need to move this guy out of here. So let's clear him and get him on the film, get him on tape get him on the practice field, to get him on film, to get him up out of here. So they could say, oh no, he's healthy. Look at him, he's running around right there on the film, And I'm like,
dang.
I had the veterans sit me down. We were talking, and the veterans, the guys on the, some of the one of the DBs was telling me this. I'm like, are you serious? Like my whole world in 1998, that season came crumbling down of what the NFL was about. I was like, are you serious? I was like sick to my stomach that day. I was like, oh my goodness.
That is cold-blooded.
I said, that is terrible. I said, that is terrible.
Yeah.
And then so the thing when the locker room was like, hey, don't get caught on tape. Don't get caught on tape. That was always the saying.
On tape.
Yep. Like if you hurt, stay hurt. Like if you hurt, don't tell them. Don't let them tell you that you're better. Like that's what they would say. Oh, you're good. You're clear. And it's like, man, I could barely walk on my leg. What are you talking about? I'm clear. So they'll try to do that reverse psychology. Oh, you're good. You're good. You can go out there and get a practice in.
And go out there and mess up your whole career to be gone.
Little not for long league.
Yep, not for long. The NFL, not for
Jerry
long.
Jerry Glanville was right, bro. He was that's the not for long league. I never forget when he said that. I'm like, once I learned, I'm like, yeah, that's facts.
It's a staple. It's a staple.
That's facts.
Folks, when we come back, there will be no RGT, but I don't know. Nick maybe have something for an RGT.
AG, I got a question. Yeah, AG can get it too. How did they cut guys? I mean, is it just like a pink slip in the locker, or like what is the
process? It starts with a pink slip in the locker. And then you see the pink slip, then you got to go talk to, they call them the Reaper, the Grim Reaper.
Wow.
Every team, all 32, and at that time when I was in the NFL, all 31 teams had a Grim Reaper. And that was either the director of player personnel or one of the head scouts. And if you saw that pink slip,
you knew it.
Dang. And hey, I tell you one quick story. Oh my God. Brookins. I can't remember his first name, but he played for Baltimore, but he came to us one year. His last name was Brookins. Good running back.
Brookings, as in Brookings?
Brookins. Yeah, Brookins. That was his last name. I can't remember his first name. Jason Brookins. He was on our training camp. I think this was 04 or 03, somewhere in there. And he just assumed that he was cut. So he didn't show up to practice the next day after cuts. It wasn't final cuts. It was like the second cut before this game. So he left. He flew out of Green Bay home thinking that, I'm cut. And they were like, no. They was like, we're Jay. No, we called him Jay Brookins. So Jay, first name was like Jason or whatever. So we called him Jay. So we were like, where Jay at? I remember I'm coming in the running back room and Edgar is like, hey, where Jay at? And I'm like, I don't know. I was like, and then somebody's like, oh yeah, he hit me up last night, man. He flew back home. He thought he was cut. I was like, what?
No.
They was like, and Edgar Bennett's like, no, he was good. I mean, now he's cut. I was like, oh my goodness.
Played 1 year for Baltimore in 01.
Yeah, and he came to us in like 02, 03 training camp and cut himself. I was like, oh my, that was the first time a player basically, other than like on practice play, not having good practices, where a player he didn't show up because he thought he was cut, and it's like, all right, we just, you know what, stay home, we'll cut you. It was like, oh my goodness.
That's wild.
Crazy.
That's wild.
Crazy. That is crazy.
This is crazy.
Oh man, went to the crib. Like,
he's like, I'm out.
Like, no, bro, you're still on the team.
Well, yeah, just stay home.
Think about what could have happened.
Right.
Wow.
I was like,
folks, when we come back, we're not going to cut you.
No.
It's the drive. 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be right back.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. it's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Explain to me again why we're sleeping on the ground.
Because we're thramping, thrift camping. It's saving us money and getting us closer to nature.
But we don't need to thramp. I just combined our home and auto insurance with our State Farm agent, so we have a rate that fits our budget.
All right. Do you think our agent can bring us an air mattress?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Hi, everybody. Charlie Stone here, and I'm really excited about going to this Saturday's car show at Honda of Lincoln. Here with me to tell you all about it is Andy Goodyear. Andy, I believe this is year 4 of this amazing show. Tell everybody about it.
Yeah, thanks, Charlie. Yeah, this is our 4th year, and we are so excited. We call it the Power of Dreams, and we have all makes and models, from classic cars to late model vehicles.
Well, since you're a Honda dealer, Andy, do you lean towards Hondas?
We love seeing what people have done to Hondas and Acuras, but it's really opened up to all makes and models.
So what's the time and the cost of the showing?
It's from 11:30 to 3, and it's just $5 to enter your vehicle into the show, and the attendance is free to the public.
Can people see and drive the all-new electric Honda Prologue?
They sure can, Charlie. We have several here. We'll have them all opened up for people to look at and test drive.
We'll see you this Saturday at Honda of Lincoln, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at USC in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at huskerfantravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a downtown LA hotel, exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at USC. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at huskerfantravel.com.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Go hog wild, pet barbecue.
It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a 1-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at GoHogWild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Ooh, what a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better. Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Truck Month is back. We have absolutely gigantic savings right now at Koppel. They are offering $12,500 off on select new pickups. That is not a mistake. You heard right. $12,500 off list price right now on select new pickups. Those discounted units, though, will not last long. These are all manager specials. You have to come in now, so hurry in down 144th Street or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Stock number G35609. 93 must trade.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Serve Nebraska is inviting you to help thank volunteers for their service to our communities. The Step Forward Awards are Nebraska's highest awards for volunteer service, and you can show your appreciation for their hard work by attending the awards luncheon coming up on October 4th in Omaha. To register, visit serve.nebraska.gov and click Register Now. Made possible by sponsors like Omaha Public Power District. Paid for by Serve Nebraska. Aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back. AG holding down in H-Town. Me and Sarah here at the mothership, 93.7 The Ticket, right on a downtown 11th and O Street. Come grab some coffee at the mill. Been knocking out their coffee left and right. Also, go down to cigars. 15% off between 12 and 5, I believe is what we got there. 15% off at cigars. You can do that. They have all sorts of selections in the humidor, beverages, cocktails, non-alcoholic, alcoholic, you name it. They have it down at cigars. We appreciate the partnership with them. Down there. AG, let me ask you this real quick, Chief. Let me ask you this real quick.
Yeah.
What was one of your favorite teammates that you played with? One of the guys that you just vibed with.
Yeah. Like when we were in that locker room, it was pretty much everybody. I was pretty much friends with all the O linemen, D linemen, some of the wide receivers like Donald and Javon Walker, Robert Ferguson. Like we would have fun conversations. It really was everybody. Like I really can't say just one. I mean, obviously, ones that were real special was the O lineman, and then William Henderson, my fullback. You know, he was a guy that obviously we were in the trenches, getting hit and sacrificing his body to do, his job to get, the running game going. Get the holes going along with the offensive alignment, man. So I say for guys that I share some good moments with, I would say between William and Robert Ferguson and Gilbert Brown. I remember one time we were just being kids, acting younger than what our ages said on our on the program, where we would, it was just trying to have a light time where we were playing around. The offensive line or defensive line wanted to have like a little wrestling match with all the running backs, and I said, "We'll take you out, G." I said, "We fast. We may be smaller than y'all, but we fast." And unfortunately, I accidentally put him to sleep. And he still denies it though. Every time we do our show, he's like, "AG, no, don't even bring that up because you know that ain't true." I'm like, "Hey, yes it is." He went limp. Like I locked him down. I did USC style. I got the arm bar, around. I'm up here knocking my microphone, and then locked it up on him, and then went back on him too, like that. Oh, yeah, he was out. So we had time. We had time like every guy. We from Brett. Like remember one time Brett, it was like my second year. It was 01 season, and that was my first Pro Bowl year. And I remember right after practice, one of our practices, we had a good practice on a Thursday, late in the season. And I get to my locker, and then Red Batty, who was our equipment manager then, he comes to my locker and says, "AG, come here, follow me for a second." And he just, no concern on his face. Just say, hey, come with me real quick. I want to take you somewhere real quick. So I'm like, all right, Red. So I put my helmet down. I was like, he's like, leave your cleats on. You're good. Just walk. We're on the carpet. I'm like, all right, cool. So I put my helmet in, followed him. I go to the back past the training room, or not the training room, the equipment room where all our helmets are at, jerseys are at, shoes, where we get same thing that we had in Lincoln, right? So I walk past his offices and all the equipment areas, and it's a room. I go in the room. It's Gilbert, it's Leroy Butler, Santana Dotson, Brett, and a few other guys, and Williams in there too. It's like all our captains are in this room, or leaders on the team, and we're having shrimp po' boys right after practice. And I'm like, who did this? I'm like, Red, who's it? Oh, Brett did this. And I'm like, oh. So he had a guy come up from Mississippi from a restaurant that he would go to frequently, and brought us some shrimp po' boys. Not brought them, but made them there for us with his recipe and everything. And I'm like, and it was only the heads, like the top guys from every position was in that room. It was me, Gilbert, Brett, I think Donald was in there, William Henderson, Cletus Hunt, a couple guys on defense, Leroy Butler was in there. I'm just like, so I kind of felt like, oh man, I arrived. I was like, I'm one of the leaders people look up to on this team. Right. I'm sitting in the room. All these guys were Super Bowl champions except for me. And now they're respecting me enough to be like, I got invited. Like Red,
you have the table.
Brett said, hey, go grab an AG too. He needs to be in here. And I saw that it was moments like that this is what winning organization, and it's not the coaches part of it. This part of it, it's like, this is player stuff. And we had that too, right? In Lincoln. I remember my freshman year, and things that players would do or say that were upperclassmen, juniors and seniors, and sometimes sophomores was get up and say something or do something, or just their work ethic. It wasn't, sometimes they didn't even have to talk. They just worked hard. People worked hard. Right. And that's where I started that's one level I learned. Like I didn't know if I was going to be like Tommy, where I was going to be vocal, but I was like, you know what, right now, let me just do it by my actions. I'm a freshman, or I'm a sophomore now, but my freshman year was all about my actions. I said, let me just show people that I'm supposed to be here and do my job, not have a lot of mistakes and have a lot of better plays. And then off the field, make sure my grades are right and all that stuff. So that was my goal my freshman year. It's like, look, I mean, I don't talk a whole lot, but I'm gonna make my actions show that that last scholarship that everybody was waiting for me to sign up for, that I was well worth the wait in terms of but I came in that locker room and it was like, man, everybody literally was on the same page in terms of our goals. We want to win championships, we want to win a lot of games, and we want to play and train for football the proper way. So that's where I was like, I'm in the right spot.
Folks, you heard it here from A Jeezy. Folks, it is Friday. The AD attitude adjustment is this. My mom would always say this, AG and Sarah. She would say, the days go slow, but the years go fast. The days go slow, but the years go fast. As I look at little AD.
Moms always got little good sayings, don't they?
Yes, they do, man. They really do. They really do, man. That's always stuck with me. The days go slow, but the years go fast. Folks, live life, because it definitely goes fast. AG, parting words, my man.
Yeah, you know what? I got actually like a good take of the day. So I reached out. I got reached out to Darren Burgers over at Raising Cane's that we've done things with. I know I have in the last year. But he has an employee, Chris, that's up for his 5-year anniversary for working and being a team leader in the Raising Cane's franchise here in Nebraska. So shout out to him and what he's been doing. He's been promoted. He went from operations manager in Omaha to restaurant leader in Grand Island, and now he is one of the top leaders of the Lincoln location right there a few blocks away in downtown Lincoln, Nebraska. So shout out to Chris and his wife, Ashley. So beautiful thing here. Chris is a Green Bay Packer fan and a Husker fan. His wife, Ashley, is a Viking fan. So it's a house divided. And they travel to the NFL draft every year. And I told them, I did a video for them just a few days ago, and I told them that NFL draft is in Green Bay this year. So hope to see you there in Green Bay, Wisconsin in May. So shout out to Chris for his promotion at Raising Cane's.
Love it. Folks, have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for riding with us this Friday morning. We are 8 days away from kickoff, and we'll be talking all things Nebraska football on Monday. Folks, have a great one. It's The Drive, 937 Ticket. As Raff would say, be nice.
Be nice.